Gotta be careful. Nope. Thought this would go first try. No. Hold on. Sorry about this. That's it. Nope. Gotta go back some. Alright. Mama, how you doing? Yep. Sorry about that. Let me move y'all up some. Hold on. I'm trying to work on this tripod. Let's see. I'm doing good. How about you? Let's see. Let's see. Y'all want it that way. This is very tricky. I don't know. I guess I have to set you up just like this. Good. That's good. Alright. Let's see if I can. There we go. Just like that. Alright, well, sorry about that. Welcome back, guys. This is Fish with Jonas here. In today's live stream, we're going to be making some fishing lures live. And today, I usually do root or spinner baits, but we also got 24 rooster tails that we got to make. Yes, I am making lures. But yeah, I've already got both tables out. One for all of the products that I'm going to be making, aka the lures. Got all the packaging, got the pliers, stickers, all that. So, yeah. First things first, we got to put on the safety. The nice little rubber, or not rubber, silicone skirts. We're just going to set those out in colors so I don't mix them up. Put those scissors right up there. But yeah, make sure if y'all like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe, because I'm going to try to start doing this a lot more. Because, yeah, now that I am starting to sell my lures down at Walnut Grove, Mississippi, if y'all want to, y'all can get some lures. But, let's see. Hey Ava, or Avery, Jane, Pittsburgh Pirates, Jane says hi. Hey everyone. I hope everyone's having a good, what is it, Tuesday? Yeah, good Tuesday today. Okay, be right back. But yeah, so, before we start, we need to put on all the skirts, and then we can put on the hook protectors, just so I don't get hooked when doing this, because you never want to get hooked. It hurts. So, with that said, we are going to first start, ouch, on the oranges right here. Nice little orange / yellow. These are the skirts for it. You got orange on the ends and yellow in the middle. That's pretty good. Yeah. Let's see. When we get done, this is what it's going to look like. Right here. That's what it's going to look like right at the end. All the beads and everything. So, we're going to get that done today, hopefully. I'm going to see how many I can do before my battery runs out. But good thing I got a charger. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, let's get started. I was supposed to do this live stream yesterday, but I didn't ever get enough time. So, just like that, we got our skirt on. Just gotta level it out, just so we can have all the materials of the skirt nice and even, because you don't want too much on any sides. You want it all spread out, which is sometimes a little difficult to do. But yeah, let's see. Yep, that looks good. We got the skirt on the first spinnerbait of the day. Looking nice. Now we can grab our tubing. Let's see. Name a car for an edit. Oh yeah. 2000 Toyota 4Runner. Yeah. That's a pretty good car. If you like 4Runners, of course. But yeah. Got the first little piece off. Let's see. Okay. Alright, Kathy, Berkey, I'm counting on you. Hey, if you actually do an edit, make sure to tag me. So I want to see that. Alrighty. We got the hook protector on there, so that now I don't have to get hooked. Just gonna leave that right there. Finish all the other ones, so we don't have to do them later, of course. But yeah, this is pretty standard tubing. You can get this a lot of different places. This is almost like medical tubing, but it's not. Or, I mean, yes and no, I guess. Okay, you'll work on it. Yeah, you can get this at a lot of different places. I like using this because it's thick plastic and it's easy to put on, but it's hard for it to take off. So that makes it a good hook protector, because if you're selling lures and somebody gets hooked, they can sue you, and that's not good. So anyway, like I said, we are going to put the skirt on, and then we are going to start bending all the wires, putting beads on, and after that we are going to be making some rooster tails. Now the rooster tails are actually a lot easier to make, so when we get that, that's going to be sped up a little bit. But yeah, these are going to take quite a bit of time, about a couple hours. But hey, I got time today. Just making sure the skirt's all nice and leveled. It is. Grab our tubing. See use the other end. Now you don't want to cut off too much material when it comes to hook protectors, because if you put on too much, it's just a big waste. And as you can tell, I only got about maybe 1.5 feet of tubing left, and each lure just needs about 1.5 or 2 inch. You see, that right there is too much. I can tell. You just want enough to just get the job done. You know, never mind. That was perfect. I was wrong. But yeah, second skirt on the spinnerbait. Now we can do the blue ones. I really like the blue. Blue is my best seller. That's what it looks like. You got a blue on top, white on bottom. Looks very nice. Let's see. Water break. Stay hydrated. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Now, I didn't bring it with me, so I can't do a huge shout out list. But if you like and subscribe, I remember to give y'all a huge shout out at the end of the stream. See, I'm gonna move y'all back so I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Because I have to hunch over like that and it sucks. Yeah. Now we're going to do the blues. Now, I'm not quite sure, but the top blue is a lot lighter than the blue on here. I don't necessarily know why. But it does work well with it, so I'm not going to hate on it. So yeah, got the skirt on there, fluff it out. Okay, just like that. That's looking pretty good. I like that. But yeah, blue is my best seller. I really like it. It's a nice, unique color. There's not a whole lot of blue spinnerbaits out there, so I guess that's why bass like them. It's just something different. I mean, there's not a whole lot of blue fish out there except for like bluegills and stuff, so. But hey, it works. But yeah. There we go. Got the little hook protector on there. Set that aside. Yeah. Now usually I do this stuff in the living room, or not in the living room, but my bedroom. But I just decided to do this in here today. But yeah. I'll do something different. And I will say there is a lot better lighting in here than it is in my bedroom, so that's a plus. Okay. Check that out. That looks pretty good right there. Now make sure if it's bugging or lagging or something in the live chat, I'll move to the bedroom because there's better Wi-Fi connection right there. So yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna put on the hook protector. Yeah, I know last live stream I heard it was all messed up and buggy, like comments wouldn't work. So if y'all can, try to comment on one of my other videos and I'll get the notification for it and then I'll fix it. Might have to redo the live stream or something. But yeah. So comments aren't working. Y'all just comment on a different video and I'll get it fixed. Do a different live stream. But yeah. Four down. Let's see. 2, 4, 6. 6 more to go. Now we're gonna do the yellows. No, that's not a yellow. It's a green. Some of these are a little difficult to tell because most of the bodies are just white. You don't get to see the green a whole lot till after you get done, or until you see the top. Yeah. Now we're gonna work on yellows. This wire is a little bent from the factory. We can fix that later on. Okay. Now yellow does really good for a bunch of scenarios. I really like it. It's kind of just a basic spinnerbait. but it works so well. Yeah, let's cover all that, spread it around. Okay. That looks pretty good right there. Let's see. A little bit of skirts, just a little uneven, so I gotta go back and fix it. Alrighty. Now we got that. Pop this off, put this on right here. Got that on right now, so that's good. But yeah, I'm probably going to do a lot more of these live streams where I go and make lures, because now that I'm actually going and truly selling, like setting up somewhere and selling them, I have to make a lot more now. So yeah. Okay. Got the materials on here. Alrighty. That looks pretty good right there. Gotta fluff it out a little bit. Yeah. A little bit of material's clunked up, so we're gonna move that around. Fix all of that. Okay. See if that helped. Yep. Perfect. Alrighty, now we put the hook protector on there. Get about an inch. Got it. Yeah. Are my chats working? Can't tell. I hope my chat's working. Or comments, I mean. But yeah. Okay, now we're going to do the reds. That's what the head of the red looks like. Black on top, red on bottom, white in the middle. Or pink-ish. So that looks really nice. Now how I like to do this, because the colors, they separate or they divide in the middle. So I like putting the yellow on top and the red on bottom. Just makes it look a little bit better like that. Twist that. Pull that all the way up, and there we go. Now we can spread this around. Just like so. Just so it will look all nice and neat. Bubble boom. We got that one done. Now that one, I really like this color as well. It's more for darker waters, which is good. Yeah. Where is my water? Okay, now that I'm back in business, we can cut some more of this, about an inch. And that might be a little too small, we'll see. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a great summer. Has it been a good summer for y'all? I can tell you it's been a good summer for me. Been able to fish, do this. Now I'm sorry I haven't been posting like I usually been. I've been not been able to have any ideas or the time to do any. So that's why I haven't been posting a whole lot of shorts or regular videos. But I do have a video coming up. I was filming it yesterday. So if I get done with this in time, I'll keep filming. Okay, looks good. Just moving it around a little bit. Alrighty, that looks good. Redneck Fishing, what's up? How you doing, man? I hope you're having a great day. I hope everyone's having a great day today. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if y'all like this kind of stuff. And let me think, if y'all do like and subscribe on this live stream and inform that you did, I'll give y'all a huge shout out at the end. Let's see, what am I looking for? Looking for that. Come on. There we go. Break that off. But yeah. We're about to get done with this other one. After that, we got 2 more, and then we can start putting on the beads and everything. So that'd be nice. Yeah. Nice little red. Good for dark water fishing, or when the water's more murky. Gives it nice little dying fish kind of interpretation. But yeah. Now we're going to do the greens. Mint. Yeah. We're going to do that. Green on top, yellow on bottom. Nice little color right there. This one I really like. I would say probably my favorite because it resembles a green sunfish. And a lot of ponds down here have green sunfish, so bass like to eat this one as well. But yeah, nice little green slash orange in there. Yeah, I really like this. So yeah, we're going to get our skirt right here. Put this on. Twist it around because I want the orange on the bottom. Because if you look at a picture of the bluegill or green sunfish, the orange is always on the bottom. Unless if it's a weird fish. Yeah. Gotta move the skirt material around just so it be diverse and spread out. That looks pretty good. Let me shake this off. But yeah, there we go. Nice little green sunfish pattern right there, or bluegill. So that's really nice. Now let me get the hook protector, aka tubing. Just gonna pop that off. Squeeze it on here. But yeah, like I said, these are really good for hook protectors because you can get a lot of it for a cheap price, and they're easy to put on but hard to take off, so it makes it a little bit safer. But yeah, that's pretty good. KP Hunting 13. I am hand making some lures so I can go sell them later on. I might do a live stream while I'm doing that. But yeah, right now I'm making spinner baits, and I also got rooster tails that need to be made. Do you sell them? Yes, I do sell them. Redneck fishing. That's sick. Yeah, nice. But yeah, I got 5 colors in spinner baits, and I got 6 colors in rooster tails. But I'll get on that later on. Let's see. Instagram. Let's see, where do you sell them? I sell them at Walnut Grove, Walnut Grove, Mississippi. Yeah, I don't have a website on right now, but hopefully in the future I will. So I'll be able to sell a lot more, and hopefully I can get some local stores around here to sell my lures as well. So if that goes well, I will be able to do that. Nice, yeah. But yeah, Walnut Grove, Mississippi, they have a little farmers market every Saturday, and I've been going to it a couple of times, and I really like it. The people are nice up there. There's some really good stuff, and yeah, I've been going up there selling some lures. Let's see, I'm only like an hour away. I'll see if I can swing by. Okay, KP Fishing, alrighty. Whoa, okay. Thought I just broke the skirt. We're good. But yeah, guys, make sure to like and subscribe if y'all like this kind of stuff, because it's going to take a lot of time and effort making all these lures for all of y'all. And hopefully I'll be able to do what's it called, giveaways at some point pretty soon, where y'all have a chance to get some of these for free later on. But yeah, alrighty, we got all the spinner baits done. This is the green. We got the, let's see, we got the reds right there. Hold on. Let me just, yeah, right there. We got the yellows, solid yellow, looking pretty sharp. Then we got the blues and white. Really like that one. That's my best seller. KP Hunter 13. Shout out to you. Thank you. And then we also got the, I like to call this the sunshine or sunset. I mean, right here. Nice yellow and orange. I like that color too. But yeah, we are going to do these first. So let me set those right there. I'm going to set these on my tripod, because I can do that. Just so they'll be out of the way, and I have a lot more room to work with, and it'll be a little bit easier and more organized for me to grab. So yeah, huge shout out to KP Hunter. Thanks, man. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, or at least 500, at least. But yeah, these are going to be turned into this. Let's see, how did you start making lures? Well, I actually advertised for a different company that hand makes all their lures. They are called GNS Baits, and I've been helping them a lot, making videos. Some of their stuff they actually put on TV, so that was really cool. And yeah, ever since then, that kind of inspired me to go ahead and start making my lures. And I've always wanted to run a bait shop when I get older, so this is going to help me for the future in a way where I can get some experience with different stuff. And yeah, ever since, just kind of started making lures. I spent probably about a week just about thinking if this will go successful or not, and what do you know? It did. Let's see, Fishing with Noah, what's up? How you doing, man? That's awesome. Thank you, KB Fishing. But yeah, I still advertise for that company, and yeah, it's been going really good. I'm supposed to be selling some of their stuff while I'm at Walnut Grove, just so I can have variety and I can also help them out a little bit. So that's going to be good for me. Let's see. I'm doing great. Today is a pretty good day. Been a little busy. All right, now I'm going to put that tubing up so we don't need it. First, water break. All right, now that we got those, I need to pick out all the beads and stuff. So right now I'm going to move all the rooster tails, all of that right there. Don't need that box anymore. Yeah, this is what the spinnerbait's going to look like when we are done. Let's see. I need those, that. I need 2 of everything. Just going to get these out. These stickers are pretty neat. You can put these on the blades to give it more attraction, and it helps match the lure a little bit better. So if you don't want anything just basic, little silver blades, you can add these on there and make them look better. What is your favorite lure to make? I haven't been making a whole lot. I did make spooks, but I kind of think I would have to go with spinnerbaits because that's what I've started off with, and it's just so easy. Or I say it's easy. It's a lot easier to make than some other lures I've done. So it's pretty nice. See, don't that. I need one more green and yellow. Nope. I just need one more yellow. Alrighty, there we go. Put all these back. Let's see, nice, yeah. But yeah, I've been doing this for quite some time. It's been pretty fun. I was able to meet some really cool people like Jimmy Houston. Right there, if you don't know who he is one of the world's most famous and best bass fishermen. And he's a really cool guy. Me and him talked a little bit. I actually got a video with him. Me and him did an interview not too long ago, so that was pretty cool. Let's see what color. I got silver for this. Okay. Thought I had orange. But yeah. So Jimmy Houston knows my big company, so that's pretty cool. I should have got him a free lure, but I didn't think about it at the time. But yeah. Alright. We got our blades. Whatever these are called. I don't even know the name of them, but I use them. And we got all my beads right here. Let's see. I'm going to be needing yellow, orange, yellow. Let's see. There's some dark orange right there. Got my yellows in there, so that's good. But yeah. Now, let's bend the wire. This is the probably complicated / easy part, because if you mess up on the bend, you can mess up the lure, kind of the shape, the form, the way it swims. So yeah, you just want to make sure it's all good. I like to point my spinnerbaits up just in an angle. What do you make? So I make spinnerbaits, rooster tails, spooks, and I got some of them dipped in adhesive, and I just need to paint them, put hooks. But I'm making crankbaits like square bill, regular deep divers. Also got some jerk baits and some poppers, rattle traps I need to make. So yeah, I make all those. I'm hopefully gonna make some more, much more variety. Like I want to make some beetle spin light lures and some let me think, some buzz baits and stuff. But I gotta get all the materials for all that. But it won't be long till I can. Yeah, like I said, I like to angle these just a little bit up. I think it makes it a little bit better. But yeah, nothing too much. That sounds awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I've been doing this for almost a year. Feels like. But yeah, it's been pretty fun, pretty neat. Been able to meet a lot of cool people. And yeah, let's see. Now I'm going to bend this a little bit back. Now this wire is pretty tough, so you got to be able to really push it out, push it on down. But yeah, this wire is tough today. But yeah, now we got it a little bit bent. Sounds like someone is here. Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. I will be back. There you go. Sorry about that. All right, now that we got our metal bent, we're gonna bend this forward just a little bit. Hold on. A little tricky part about these is you gotta make sure the wire is leveled, nice in the middle, kind of like not like that. Yeah, but that's pretty easy to fix. You just shift it around till it looks good. Yep. Now we can bend this. Oop. A little tricky. Let's see. Yeah, bend it up about right there. But yeah, boom, just like that, we got the shape. It's starting to look a lot more like a spinnerbait. There, I'm just gonna bend that down a little bit more. Now I'm gonna put it right in here. This makes it a lot easier to put on beads and everything else. All the beads, the blades. So yeah, huge shout out to, what was it, JJ Brewer for sending me this. This is really nice. Been really liking this. This has been helping me a lot. Alright, so we're going to get our dark orange. I usually use some of these oranges in here, but since I'm running out pretty quickly, I've been kind of being resourceful, I guess, using some of these. I need to get some more beads pretty soon. But yeah, just gonna pull out a few. That should be good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Then we're gonna go right here. Put it on the first bead. I know it's a little hard to tell because the chat box, but yeah, it's right down there. Then we're going to grab our yellows. Now the beads can be a little tricky, so what I like to do is just grab some pliers and pull them out one by one, just so it's a little bit easier to get out. And let me think. Yeah, and you don't have to spill all the beads and everything, so it makes your job a lot easier. Let's see. Now we need some orange, yellow orange. Yeah, this is going to be a very nice spinnerbait right here once I get it done. No, oh, okay, that scared me. The bead still had a little bit of plastic on it, and I didn't know if they hollowed it out, but we got it. The plastic was super thin. Alright, now that we got 5 beads on, I usually do about 5 beads, by the way. We are going to grab one of these blades. UnIRL, yo, I'm back. What is up? Haven't seen you in a while in the live streams. Yeah, nice little Colorado blade right there. Then we're going to grab one of these right here. Now some of these can be a little tricky because the place that I get these, they give out variety, so they can be big or small. And you don't want the small ones because the blades won't spin correctly. I know I got grounded for like a little bit. What? How would you get grounded? Can't be getting grounded, especially when I'm making videos. Let's see. Now there's a tricky way to put these blades on. You want to make sure you do it correctly because if not, the blades will not swim. Okay, hold on. We gotta fix this. Sometimes the wire can be a little rough, so it's a little bit hard to for the blade to spin around. So you just get that off. It gets all the gunk and whatever else is on there. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Yeah, gonna pop that in. Pop that. See, it's already spinning a lot better. Now, let me double check and see if I'm putting this on right. Because like I said, it is tricky. Might have to test some of these out later on. Let me think. Do I have a different one in a different packaging that I can open? No. Oh wait, no. I do. Where's it at? Blue spinnerbait. What? Come on. Okay, well, let's see. Boys, hi, good luck with them fishing. Hope you are having a good day. Yes, thank you, man. I've been having a good day. Hope you are too. Let me think. Might have to take this out just so I can see. Okay, yeah. You know what? Screw it. We're unpacking it just so I can see because I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Someone's going to think, somebody touched this spinnerbait, I'm not going to buy it. But we're going to fix it where it looked like it hadn't even been touched. Bang. Alright. So yeah, the blade is on wrong. You want it flipped upside down so it can swim like that. That's how it catches water in the back. But yeah. What is your PB largemouth bass? My PB largemouth bass is 6.5 pounds. I caught it right in one of these ponds out here. So that was a really big fight. Only got like 1 or 2 pictures of it. And I don't have them on my phone, but they're on my mother's phone. It's been a few years since I caught it. I hope I catch him again. But his name is called Big Baby. I call him that because he's too scared to bite my lures. Or at least that's what I say. But yeah, I've caught him a couple of times, but it is super, super difficult. Especially with all those lily pads in there. Anyway, let me grab some yellows. Let's see. There we go. Grab an orange. Yeah, what is y'all's PB bass? Because I'm planning to do a little tournament thing, like an online tournament, where everybody that catches a bass, they can send a video. 8.5 pounds. That's really good. I like that. That's big. It's hard to catch a bass that big too. So nice. But yeah, like I said, I want to do an online tournament where people all around the world, they can catch bass, and like in the span of like 2 weeks, we'll like everybody will make a video on the bass and the measurements and stuff. The bass has to be alive, because I know if you catch a dead bass, or if it's a dead bass, you can put weights in it, and that'd be cheating and stuff. So we're going to figure it out how it would be best. And yeah, I think it'll be really cool. People will be able to win some stuff, like a shout out or some free lures, maybe some money too. But that's in the future. Let's see. It's snapped my rod when I pulled it up. Oh yeah. Yeah, that happened to me a couple of times with some bass. Like I would be fishing with a cane pole, and then yeah, it was one time I was fishing with a cane pole, and I hooked up into a bass, not too big, but I hooked him, and then all of a sudden he just snapped the pole, so I had to grab the other pole and pull him back, and it was a fun catch. But yeah, now that I've got that, hold up. Gotta take a water break. All right. Let's see, my phone's on 42. Ooh. All right. Now that we got all of our beads on here, we are now able to bend the wire, just so we are able to put on the blade. Yeah, make sure those don't come off. But yeah, I like to do these like right here, so it'd be easier for me to bend. Let me grab these. A little too many, it'll do. Maybe I should put 5 blades on one spinnerbait. Should I do that? 5 spinnerbaits on one blade. Or no, 5 blades on one spinnerbait. That might be pretty cool. Alrighty. Now, I know lots of people, when they make their lures, like some big companies, they like to just clip the wire right there so the blade doesn't go anywhere. But I actually personally like to wrap the wire around, because if you catch a big enough fish, this blade can come off when it's not wrapped around. So that's why I like wrapping it around. It gives it a little bit more action, a little bit more movement, like a little bit more space to move. And it's let me think. It helps where the bass, when they try to bend this off at some point, or if they bite it or you get snagged, it's not coming off no matter what. Like, you have to purposely unwrap all of the wire in order to take the blade off. So That's what I like to do. I know a lot of people will disagree with that, but it's just a special thing that I do in my company. Just some little detail. Yeah. Now, the thing about wrapping around the wire, you want to make sure there's enough to leave some room, because if this is all tight, like for example, let me fix that. If that's all tight, that blade ain't going to move a whole lot. So you want it loose so we'll be able to spin around freely. So yeah, always got to have that in consideration when making lures. But yeah, we're going to fix this where it has some space to room. Okay. Now you don't have to wrap the wire around a whole lot of times, just enough where you know for sure the blade is never going to come off. Yeah, I'll just go right under here. Okay. We're not finished with it yet, but I am going to fix this. A little complicated right here. But yeah, you want to push the wire up because it makes it wider right here. No, you can't see that, but it makes it wider right there. It gives it more room for the blade to move. But yeah. Okay. Alright, there's not much to do right here, so I'm just going to wrap it. Still going to have some room, but hopefully when I get done I'll be able to fix it. Okay. Yep. Alright. Now that blade is never going to come off, but it still has a lot of room to roam around. You can spin a lot of different places. It can go up and down like that. That's good. So now we're going to cut off this excess wire. There might not be enough to cut, so I might just have to smash it in. Nope. But yeah, always got to be careful when you're cutting that wire, because just like that one shot all the way over there really, really fast. So always got to be careful. Now we just smash all that wire in, just like that, so it won't get snagged on anything. There we go. But yeah, see, that spinnerbait, the blade right there has enough room to move. This can go up and down like so. You can get twisted and all that. It's not going to get tangled too bad. So yeah, that's really nice. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's ridiculous with the heat.
Yeah. You too.
I'm gonna lock the bottom of my candy door.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. It's done. I just wish I would have done that a little bit better. But it's still nice. Blades are a little... Hold on. See if I can bend that a little bit back towards... There we go. Alright. That's all done. It's hard to tell because of the lighting. But that looks nice. Let me grab good old trusty bag. Now every time when somebody buys my lure, this is what they get. They get 2 stickers. They get a business card right there, if you want to contact me. And they also get a little reflector like I talked about earlier. They are able to put this on the blades, and you just to give it more attraction, and it'll be a little bit better than just a plain old silver blades. But I know some people don't like that, so that's why I just give them the option where they can if they want to. Yeah, now we're going to slide that right in there. Wow, it's not even in the bag. It's hard to tell. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. First one done of the day. That only took us about 30 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. Yeah. Whoop! Dropped it. First one done. Add it to the pile. When we get done, we should have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna have, let's see, 7 plus 9, 16. Yeah, we're gonna have 16 spinnerbaits after this. And then when we do rooster tails, we're gonna have 24. But yeah. Now let's try to do this one a little bit faster. Now that I showed y'all everything slowly. Got that. Water break. Always gotta stay hydrated. Time to bend the wire. That right there. Now each lure is not always perfect. It's not always going to look the same. But I try my best to. This wire's bent. Gotta make sure it's leveled. Yeah, that's better now. I think I bent that a little too much. I'm gonna unbend it. Yeah, that's better. Now it's a little. Yep, always gotta be careful. Because if this is not balanced correctly, it's not going to swim correctly. So there's a lot of things to look into. Alright, that's better now. So now we can put this right in here. Same bead pattern like we did last time. Grab our orange beads right here. Yeah, like I said, I usually use these beads right here. Let me pull one out. But I think I'm going to save these for a different spinnerbait because I think it looks a little bit better with them. But yeah, these are kind of transparent orange right here. I like using those. But these would do very well with this one, especially with the yellows. I am also running out of yellows too, so I need to definitely buy some more beads pretty soon. Ah, that's not the right color of beads. Don't want this one. Ah. Well, good thing I wasn't using that color at all, so that just flew right under the little stand back over there. I'll get it later. Oh well. Ah! Dropped another one. Where'd it go? No. Oh, crud. It fell. Hold on. That one I actually need. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, I thought I had to get down under. Thankfully, we found it. Let me just rest real quick. Back is aching. When you do this for a certain amount of time, it has a little effect on your back. Alrighty, now I got those. See, nobody said anything in a while. Hope everyone's okay. Grab some of those. A couple of these. Let's just force them out. I like this one. We use that. There we go. This blade's a little bit bigger than the ones I usually been using, but it came with some of the other blades. I used to have golden blades, but yeah, I got all those sold out. So now I just have regular silver, and that's what came with it, so it's alright. Yeah. Now we need some yellows. Trying to get some of the more basic yellows before I have to use all the other yellows, like the golden ones. Get back here. Come back. Yeah, I get it later. Oh yeah, never mind. We only need this many yellows, I think. You know what? I think we're gonna put a little gold on top of this one, just for fun. Something unique. The golden lure. Yeah, that one's about as gold as we're gonna get. Yep, the premium spinnerbait. There we go. Okay, now we can bend the wire. This one is going to be a little bit shorter since last time we used a little too much. So yeah, gotta take this one out of the thing. use the smaller pliers. Makes it a lot easier. Okay. Need another pair of needle nose pliers, so this make it a little bit easier, but we do what we got. Actually, never mind, I lied. Let me go grab another pair of needle nose, just so it would speed up the process. So I'll be back. I also need a nose. Okay, now we're in business. Yeah, that's a lot better. Maybe I should have gave it a little bit more wire. Yeah, I gave it a little less, but that is fine. Yep. Ah! Come on. Ah! Those pliers, they pinched me. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, trying to bend the wire up or smushing it down, just so we'll give it more room. The big pliers. The wire is a little slick, so it's a little difficult to do sometimes. But once you get the right grip on it, it works. Never mind. You just do that right there. Yeah, this one's a little bit longer. Beads are able to move a lot easier. But there we go. Next spinnerbait done. Put this one in packaging. Grab our sticker. Ouch. There we go. Another one done. So that one's out. Throw that on.